at the behest of Pilate. And the massacre was so bloody and so, heinous that it also shook the hold of Pilate in general that area. Second thing which happened was that he did not misappropriate the property or the wealth of the temple for himself. What he did was that he took temple's money, Jewish temple's money, and diverted it for building a viaduct for the public usage. He was planning to bring a canal, a small canal, which is not a full canal but a viaduct, from some dam to some other parts for agricultural purposes. So because it was the temple's money, so Jews again rebelled, and as a result quite a few among them were killed, and the rioting was suppressed. Then the same rioting got shifted to Samaritans, and when that happened, Samaritans were quite strong and influential people. Although that uprising was also suppressed with ruthless force, but some of them sent a delegation to the governor, who called Pilate immediately to appear in his court and answer these allegations. And it was also said that he would be presented to some other Roman lords for questioning and things. Now it is said that when he left for that capital, I don't remember the name of the capital where the governor lived, before he reached, the governor died, natural death. And the second governor was not yet posted. So we don't know what happened to him, according to this version. He went there and was never heard of again. After this statement, it says that some authorities tell us that he hanged himself in desperation, and some others say that he was prosecuted and executed ultimately. Hazrat Masih Maud has mentioned this latter part, that he was executed.
Yes, but Hazrat Masih in the Prophet Musa, see, when he referred Captain Douglas as Pilate, it was not in a way of derogatory, rather complimentary way to Douglas.
Of course.
Yes,
the
inference,
he didn't approve of Pilate's action at all. Hazrat Masih Maud did not approve of Pilate's act and his judgment, and considered it cruel, because he was cowardly as against Douglas, and he praised Douglas's behavior and courage. That's correct. But now let's concentrate upon the internal evidence. This is all which is said from various sources, and how it should be. The fact is that that part of these sources which claim that he got ultimately baptized and accepted Christianity is to be rejected outright, because the Christians in the early era were extremely kind-hearted and followed Jesus' teachings very strictly. It is impossible for him to have become a Christian and yet behave so cruelly and dictatorially to the Jews. Because had he become a Christian, the teaching at that time was that if somebody slaps you on one cheek, you offer the other. And no Christian could have behaved in the manner as he behaved in the post-crucifixion era. Number two, his end was very bad. All the sources indicate that he was disgraced, and at least his removal there was in total disgrace. Removal from the office, whether he met that end, which is alleged to be suicide or whatever it was. But we know that in the end he was removed from his office in total utter disgrace. So that being so, if he had become a Christian, true Christian, and repented, Allah wouldn't have brought him to that end. What we see in general religious history is the fact that those people who act cruelly to Allah's dear ones, show such hostilities as was shown by him, or even accept pressures which should not be accepted by a person of any morality, those are generally punished by God. And it also happens that the same people to please whom he has done an unrighteous act, they turn against him ultimately. And he is punished at their hands, and he punishes them ultimately. This is the general history, this is the general pattern of religious history which is unfolded in the Holy Quran, and which we have also witnessed in our age. All those political people with power who turned against Ahmadiyyat and were unjust to Ahmadiyyat just to please some message or some vested interests of mullahs and so on, were ultimately opposed by the same message or the same mullahs. And again they were left with no choice but to confront them and commit the same atrocities against them if they could. And ultimately they were brought low at the hands of the same enemies. So this general pattern seems to fit with what is told of Pilate's end, and if you accept this pattern to be the general pattern, then as I can see, what should happen was that Pilate did ultimately begin to hate Jews, and the Jews began to hate him, and hostilities began. And because he was a very powerful ruler, and in those days the concept of power was much different from the days of today. So he must have committed great atrocities against the Jews, and the same enemies of Jesus Christ who compelled him to crucify him were punished at his hands. And then ultimately he was brought low and met his end at the hands of the same Jews. So this is the scheme of things which is generally carried out by Allah.
Well, in the same connection, I may refer that the book I read, two books about the history of the early church.
Yes.
And there are very striking similarities of the treatment of the Christians and our community. For example, from Jerusalem, the instructions were issued to all synagogues. First, it was that Paul should be not allowed to enter synagogue and deliver sermons or preaching of Christianity. And secondly, they said a formal edict was issued from Jerusalem, from the high authority of the Jews, that the new so-called Christians, they are not Jews, and formally, and they should not be treated as Jews.
Right.
And that was a formal order by issue.
How many years after crucifixion?
That one was about 25 years after.
Yes.
And then the third, which
then that must be correct, because it started with the Jews and with the government.
Yeah.
But unfortunately the Christians themselves accepted it with ready grace.
Yes.
With willingness.
Yes.
And they were quite happy not to be associated with Jews.
No, yes.
So the similarity between us and the early Christians ends there. We are not going to accept it at any cost,
No.
that we are not Muslims.
No, of course
See,
not.
that is the difference, yes.
But later on, by the time of the Constantine, there were 7 generals in the Roman army of the Christians,
Right.
and then the emperor at that time, who was told was rather instigated against Constantine.